What's up, y'all? It's Ty in this video. Today, we're going to be doing a tier list of our best shooting guards right now in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, if somebody has point guard eligibility, they're going to be on the point guard list. So, a Michael Jordan is a point guard. A Luka Doncic is a point guard. Those are guards that are good. But again, if they do have point guard eligibility, that's where they are going to be at. I also really didn't hit on a lot of pink diamonds. Didn't want to throw like pink diamond Paul George in here just because, again, he's old and he's still good, but he's just old. Same thing with like Dr. J's pink diamond. Like, obviously, I still like those cards, but if I ranked all those cards and just kept going, we'd be here forever. So just going to rank kind of the most recent ones. And again, if you want to see where I'm at with some of the older guys, I've got videos on my channel of those types of cards. Let's start off with Dark Matter Dr. J. Now, Dark Matter Dr. J is relatively similar to what the Pink Diamond Dr. J was, okay? The big difference here is that, stat-wise gets a little bit better, but sig-wise, he's the same as the Pink Diamond, okay? Not that much different, not that much better. The big difference is when you get to the Invincible Dr. J, and who I'm going to rank right now. Invincible Dr. J goes at S tier. Now, again, what is the big difference here? Well, let's talk about it, right? With Invincible Dr. J, he sees Francis size up Kemba escape Pro 2 leaner, right? With the Dark Matter Dr. J, doesn't see any of those things. And again, as far as his release, it's on normal compared to the Invincible, it being on very quick. So again, quite a bit of difference between the Invincible Dr. J and the Dark Matter Dr. J. I obviously prefer the Invincible, and he's one of the best cards in the game, but the Dark Matter Dr. J can still play, and honestly, at this stage, isn't that overpriced. Dark Matter Scottie Pippen at this stage, I think C tier might be right. He's just not quite as good as the Dark Matter Dr. J. I don't hate Scottie Pippen. I just think it's tough for me because when it comes down to it, it's just like, well, like Dr. J is better than Scottie Pippen. And so if I'm going to rank Dr. J at B tier, well, Scottie Pippen then has to be C tier. Again, I don't hate him. Going to play a lot of defense. It's just at this stage, his release isn't necessarily ideal. B-Roy up next. I think right in there at Dr. J at B tier is probably the right tier for Brandon Roy. Again, going to knock down shots, going to play fine defense. Only 6'6", though, and player build is not ideal. Vince Carter up next. I'm going to go B tier. I mean, maybe at this stage, Vince Carter is A tier, but I just think at being 6'6", is Oscar upper on, it's Patty base, I think Oscar upper on quick. It's fine, but it's not as good as some of the newer releases that we've seen, and so I do think B tier is probably the right tier for Vince. People are going to argue that he should be higher, but I think B tier is right. Brandon Ingram, B tier as well. The thing about Brandon Ingram is he's 6'9". His release is solid. Defensively, he's okay. I just think he's right in there with Julius Erving, Brandon Roy. And right now, it is important to make note of, like, height runs this game. As much as I wish height didn't run this game, height runs the game. And I think that makes Brandon Ingram even more valuable. The fact that he is 6'9" and can play great defense. Ron Artest. A lot of people are going to disagree with me on this, and that is okay. I am a firm believer that Ron Artest is not that good on this game. I don't know. Somebody's going to have to show me. His release, it never scares me, never worries me when I play against him. Sure, defensively he's going to be good, but everybody is good. I'm at C tier with Ron Artest. I just don't love his defense. Ricky Davis is fine, D tier. Shane Battier is fine, D tier. I'm just taking the guys at C tier over them. Kawhi Leonard up next, A tier. Kawhi is so good on this game, and I think the big thing for me is I wish Kawhi Leonard just had any sort of a leaner. Like, I don't like his leaner at all, and so that's kind of the tough part. Like, a lot of people compare Kawhi to a guy, let's say, like Amen Thompson, which we'll get to later. Big difference is, Amen actually has a Pro 2 leaner, Kawhi doesn't. Grant Hill, not very good, D tier. I've tried using the card, he's not great. J-Dub is, I think, release-wise, way better, stat-wise is good. It's just he's undersized, so I'm going to go D tier with Jalen Williams, although I don't think he's that bad. He's 6'5", and if you're 6'5", I'm just going to be honest, it's going to be tough for me to really hype you up. It's just the way this game is played. Carmelo Anthony up next. I actually don't love Melo's jump shot, but I've got to go A tier. Again, the Steph leaner on Melo, it's troll. He's definitely not S tier, but I do think A tier is the right tier for Carmelo Anthony. Jerry Stackhouse up next. I think Stackhouse is fine, right? Good release, good jump shot, pretty cheesy. I'm going to go B tier for Stackhouse. I think that is the right tier for the card. Jarrett Culver up next, really solid card. If you got Culver, he can obviously still play to this day. B tier, upper tier, B tier. 100 overall T-Mac, S tier. I just don't think there's much really to talk about. His release is so good. It's tough to contest, easy to time, easy to green. Combine that with the fact that he's 6'8", and gonna play great defense. I mean, S tier, and there's really no questions asked. If you don't have T-Mac at S tier, you just don't know ball. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. If you do not have T-Mac at S tier, you're simply in the wrong. T-Mac is so good on this game. And when I did my gameplay with T-Mac, I mean, I cook with T-Mac about as well as I've cooked with anybody on this game. Like, T-Mac was an absolute beast during the gameplay that I did of him. Robert Covington up next. As much as I like Robert Covington, at this stage, I'm gonna go B tier though. I'm going to, because he's got a release on very quick. Normally on very quick. He's 6'9". He's gonna play great defense. I'm gonna go B tier. A lot of people aren't gonna necessarily like that, but that's where I'm at with Covington. Because at this stage, again, height runs the game. And if you're getting a Robert Covington who you know is going to play great defense and knock down his open shots, I think that has value. Now, no, as far as like a shot creator type card, he's not going to give you that much. But he's fine, right? He's just fine. B tier for Covington is the right spot. Devin Vassell, D tier, has a good release. George Gervin, D tier. I do not like George Gervin. And maybe I'm just scarred from the Galaxy Opal I had early on this year. I don't know, but I'm going D tier with Gervin. Caron Butler, D tier. Caspi, not gonna lie, you're F tier. He's not the worst, but he is F tier when you're looking at the cards on this list. He's one of the worst. Invincible KD, S tier. Probably right now your best shooting guard in the game. Thing about KD is like the KD leaner is extremely good. Okay, you combine that with the fact that he's 6'10". It's tough to contest his jump shot. You just gotta go S tier for Kevin Durant. You got to. I'm sorry, it's where it's where he belongs. Klay Thompson up next. I mean, Klay is good. His release isn't necessarily anything crazy. I do think he's A tier though. Like, I think he's at that type of level. I think I'm taking Klay over anybody at B tier. Because the thing about it is, yes, I get he's 6'6", but he's got all 99 stats. And he's got a good, jump shot, good leaner. And so, again, you got to at least somewhat respect it. I don't think Klay's anything, crazy on this game, right? And I don't think he was obviously worth spending on. But he is a good shooting guard at the end of the day. I mean, A tier is where he belongs. Andrew Wiggins, I don't love Wiggins on this game. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I mean, he probably is in here at B tier, but he's 6'7". I don't love his release. I'm trying to figure out like why people really gas Andrew Wiggins, and I just can't. I can't figure it out. I think the card is fine, but I just think a lot of people hype up Andrew Wiggins way too much. Nick Young up next. I'm actually going to go B tier with Swaggy P. Defensively, obviously, isn't ideal. Obviously not great. But on the offensive side of the ball, Swaggy P is so good. And it starts with his release just being so easy to time, easy to green. I mean, his release is so butter on this game. If you're using Nick Young, you should never miss with the card. And I genuinely am serious when I say that. Like, you should never miss with Nick Young. His release is so good, so elite on this game. Dylan Brooks up next. He's fine, but I think D tier is the right spot. Joe Johnson, honestly, I have no idea. I've not used Joe Johnson. I'm gonna throw him at C tier, but honestly, I have no idea. Like, again, I've not used Joe Johnson yet this year, especially with the Dark Matter. So I have no idea. Joe Johnson could be D tier. Gordon Hayward, D tier. Thabo Sefolosha is actually a good, but he's a pink diamond, so I'm gonna go D tier. Clyde Drexler. Here's the thing, though. I like Thabo enough to throw him at C tier. I'm sorry, I do. Clyde, where did I put Clyde? I am gonna go B tier with Clyde. I gotta go A tier. And here's the thing with Clyde. I don't know, jump shot wise, like I think, his jump shot's fine. I just don't think it's great. And it's one of the things that bugs me. They don't change these flash cards, but they change other cards. Like, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Clyde, I do got at A tier though. Amen Thompson, upper A tier. Obviously, I can't go S tier. Like, that would be just wrong if I did go S tier with the card. But to say I don't like him would just be wrong. Like, I think the card is an absolute stud. I think the card is an absolute beast. Amen Thompson is one of my shooting guards on my main account. Roberson, C tier. I mean, I'm actually going to go D tier. I don't like the card a ton. He's fine, but I am going to go D tier. Matisse Thybulle, I'm going to go C tier. I do think Covington is slightly better than him, but I like Matisse Thybulle, and I would be lying if I, didn't tell you guys that. I think Matisse Thybulle is a beast, a stud. I've used him while grinding challenges. He has his smooth release. The only problem with Thybulle is he's only 6'5", right? Covington is 6'9". That's the big difference between the cards, but Matisse Thybulle can play. Peja up next. I'm going to go A tier. It's weird. Peja should be really good, but every time I've played against Peja, he doesn't do a whole lot. So I'm just trying to figure it out, right? I'm trying to figure out where Peja does belong. I am going to go A tier right now on this list. Tari Eason, I'm going to go B tier. The card looks so good. But again, I think B tier is where I've got to put him. Tari Eason looks like a really, really good card. So does James Jones. Gonna go B tier for James Jones. Looks like a really solid card in this game. Koulibaly, also gonna go B tier. I think the card's a beast, a stud. The problem is Koulibaly is so rare that the card is way too expensive, way too overpriced. I mean, he shouldn't be as expensive as he is, but blame 2K for making him all just in super packs. It's 2K's fault at the end of the day. Moses Moody gonna knock down shots, but he's not super tall. D tier. Aaron Nesmith, D tier. Mikal Bridges, D tier. Shout out to the New York Knicks, though. I mean, they are up 2 games to none. That's kind of crazy over the Boston Celtics. But Mikal on this game, I mean, it's tough to really hype him up too much. So, I mean, that's really where I'm at with these cards. Obviously, again, everybody is going to have their own opinions on these cards. So, if you guys don't necessarily agree with me on all these, that's okay, guys. Everybody is, not necessarily wrong if they have different opinions. But I think these top 3 have a big separation over any other shooting guards in the game. That's going to wrap it up for my video today. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it down below in the comments. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.